Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a really important concept and game theory that, when applied consistently, will help you become a better player and win more games. Now, before I talk about the concept specifically, I want to mention a bit about the fundamentals of League and how that relates to this concept and therefore why it is so important. So League is comprised of loads of small decisions being made by 10 different players at the same time. The goal of these decisions is always the same: to do stuff that will give you an advantage over your opponents. You do this effectively and consistently and you stand the best chance of winning your games. Now, just as gaining advantages for your team is the best way of winning games, giving up advantages to your opponents is the best way of losing games. And that is what this concept and this video is about: minimizing the advantages the enemy team takes by securing advantages of your own at the same time, i.e., in a different phrasing, making the most of bad situations and not letting your opponents get stuff for free. Now, I want to demonstrate this concept by using an in-game example. Now, in this game I was playing as Jarvan Jungle. We're not doing so bad, but for this clip, we see already that our mid laner is getting caught out of position and she's about to die. I'm on relatively low health and I've had to recall, and their top lane has come and roamed down bot to try and make a play. Now, as you see, they do come into this bot lane here and they try and get a gank, but nothing's really happening. However, my red buff has just spawned and it looks like these guys are about to invade my bottom side jungle. Now, is there really anything I can do to stop this? My bot lane isn't really going to be able to do anything because these two are much stronger than these two, mostly just because Blitzcrank is a support and these are both kind of, the jungler and the carry is much stronger than the AD and the support at this stage in the game. Also, a mid laner is dead and I was on low health and recalled. I'm out of position for this. So there's not really anything I can do to stop this red buff invade if they want to do it. So I'm left with two choices. Either I accept my fate and be like, well, they just got my red buff, that sucks. I'm sitting there crying, trying to pick up the pieces of my jungle, or I try to get an advantage of my own to stop this advantage that the enemy team is pressuring onto us, which is the whole thing of this concept. You don't want to be giving stuff away for free. So as soon as I see that these guys are invading into my jungle, you can see on the minimap here, I instantly, on my way, ping the enemy's red buff, because I know this is most likely going to be up, because this is around the time of the buff spawn rotations for both me and Elise. So I ping this red buff, I go over to take it away, because I know I cannot contest my red buff. So instead of just giving that up and being like, well, that sucks, enemy's got my red buff, I take their red buff instead. I also do this this raid camp here too, but then as soon, these guys stay around bot side for a bit too long, and I see that this, it doesn't say it's up on the minimap, but it is up, that's just a replay bug. They stayed around and I'm like, oh, okay, they're staying around, they're getting stuff done, let's get some more stuff done. I don't want to let these guys take objectives and take advantages for free. That is the whole concept here, and that's what I've done in this clip. Now, I'm going to choose another example from the same game, which has unfortunately taken a turn for the worse for us. We're pretty far behind now in this game, and at this point in the clip, the Baron buff is about to respawn. However, we as a team don't have vision of this. We don't know when it's going to respawn because we didn't have vision when the enemy team took away Baron in the first case. If you look at our position as a team, we are so out of position to contest this Baron, especially me because I'm bot lane. I didn't know when this was going to respawn, that this Baron is pretty much free. And even if we were in position, could we really contest this? These guys are so much stronger than us. They have a much better late game team than us. We don't have vision as well. It's an extremely risky situation, and we probably can't even contest this Baron. So instead of crying over spilled milk and just being like running over to Baron, trying to steal it, trying to contest it, ending up dying or something stupid like that, I make the decision to make the most out of a bad situation. I know we can't do anything around the Baron area, so I'm just going to push down this wave. Now Riven comes and joins me, and we end up making a pretty mega hero push onto this bottom inhibitor. Now, if I had recalled here, could I really stop this push here? Most likely, no. The enemy team is much stronger than us. They have Baron buff, they're better in the late game, and we are pretty weak. We can't defend this push of theirs. So why don't we just try to make the most out of a bad situation and take away the inhibitor, which is exactly what we do. And now that we can recall here, look what we have achieved as a team. Me and Riven have achieved the exact same as a 5-man Baroned up team has achieved. 2 towers and an inhibitor. This is a really good trade for us when you consider the fact that we were really far behind. And as long as we don't lose the game off of this push, which we're not going to, they're way too weak to do that, then that's fine. What we've done here is this is the root of the concept which I'm trying to explain. we didn't give stuff up for free. If I'd been like, oh crap, well, I'm going to recall and try defend, not really being able to defend, and then got nothing out of it, we would have lost this inhib anyway, because we can't defend even if I'm here, and we wouldn't have got any of this stuff. So this is really, I mean, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but don't give stuff up for free. If you think that if the enemy teams are getting advantages, if they're getting objectives, try to see on the map, what can you do to cancel out their advantages, to cancel out the fact that they're putting themselves ahead by doing these things. Now that's all I really want to say for this video, guys. I hope you found this concept, this game theory useful. It is extremely important that you can like recognize when you can take stuff and to put yourself ahead in situations where otherwise you will just fall further and further behind, because the further you fall behind, obviously, the more likely you are going to lose your games. Hope you found it useful, guys. If you did like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget you can subscribe to me for more educational league content with a bit of entertaining stuff on the side as well. Come check me out on Twitter, on Facebook, and catch me streaming on Twitch as well. But thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.